Hi, my lovely spectators. Dee here. Welcome to my studio. So, today is Tuesday. So, Test Me Tuesday. I'll be doing the Roxy's um, weekly challenge. And this week, she has done tags. So, I've done tags. I'm doing tags, and tags, and tags. but we are going to do some tags. Let me adjust this a little bit in case you see more of this. So I don't know if I've shown you this before, but I found all of these little pre-cut masterboards not that long ago. So I'm doing the pause a paragraph challenge with Lori for the grungy tag. So I've cut those and they're separate. So right now, I just want to take some of these things that are more or less the size and shape of tags, and then we will decorate as mass make. So we have a bunch kind of on the smaller side. We've got these guys seem to be, we're not going to do all of those. I don't think so. Let's just grab the little narrow things that I can find, and we're going to go from there. I do want to try to make at least what is it, at least 10. I feel like 10 is a good mass make. 15 is better, but we're going to see what we have. Okay, I think that's good. I have so much, but we will probably have to visit tags again. So yeah, so I'm not going to go through that right now. The next little bin that I want to pull over, oof, gush, 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 is this one. So I have a ton of things that I have been accumulating, digitals, things of that nature that I have been using, and I need to find them. But this is what I found. So we're going to use whatever's in here, and we're just going to make something cute, pretty, grungy, whatever the case is. All my glue is to the side like usual. So let's take a look at some of the things we might want to pull from here. I have a bunch of scrapbooking faux pages with butterflies and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do that. I have this with film strips. Flowers is always a go-to, right? I know. These are other random pieces. Maybe I don't have enough to make tags today. Oh, I have these things from Tim Holtz's. I'm gonna use that. I have some bugs, which why not? I want to change it up a little bit. More flowers, but that's okay. We'll probably wind up throwing some flowers in there because it's almost like it's unavoidable. I have some textured stuff here. Book spines. I have some washi mushrooms and some sayings. This is some flowers. I don't know. We buy so many flowers. It's ridiculous. These are some splotches. This is some ransom letters. Some letters. Let's see if we do something funny with that. This is a little bag of the Paper Studio ephemera. Looks like it's travel base. We've got some feathers. We got some gigantic mushrooms. Those are a little bit too big. We've got tickets, stamps and coins, numbers, labels, and we have more than enough stuff here. So let's take out these guys. These are all the little bits, not the transportation, because that's just big old yeah, not that. A bag of bags, and then we've got a bunch of random things over here. What is this? This is some more backing. Yeah, that's more of the same. I have a little bit of cheesecloth, and let's see, what is this? I don't know where the other one of that is. We've got a measuring tape and some stamps and other labels, but I think I used these a few times last time. You know what? Let's go fun. Let's take out some gold and zhuzh it up. See if we can fit it in as an accent or whatever the case is. All right, let's get this out the way. Oh, my nose is again knows that the camera is on and decides that it wants to be stuffy, whatever. Okay, so I know I should have more than this, but I don't know. I should have more than that. I actually do have. I started one of these because it just made sense. So we have a bunch of different little fibers, and let's see, feathers. This we've got that. We got some random letters. Let's just see what we have here. Okay, so let's take out the tags and see what we have. Okay, so some of these are made off of like cardstock that is been decoupaged with like cicada paper. They're a little not as flat as I would like them. These are kind of very plain. I think we are going to take these two, make them little short fat tags. Okay, we also have harder counterpoint of this. Let's take out two of those. Okay, we have two black ones. That's interesting from that type of situation. So these are all tissue paper that I decoupaged onto card. We'll take that. These are two recipes. Oh, we got two more. No, we don't need to do all of those. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. We got about 10. And let's take two white ones. And then we've got two more. Let's do. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. I don't want to keep taking the same things out. They're pretty much all the same, very similar with the white and whatever. So we have a variety of bases. We don't need to do a ton of the same because hopefully the bases will inspire the thing that we create. So let me put that to the side and let's get into it. So first off, we're going to make these guys into tags. So we're going to need to chomp off what needs to be chomped off. Now this is not exactly straight, so I think I need to trim that first, one to the other. Let's make them both be like this second guy here. Okay, yes, and this one here. So who else out there is doing Roxy's challenge? How are you liking it? I am finding it interesting. I don't know what I thought it would be, but I mean, how much different could it be than the grungy tag? But at least other things are coming up to use, which is good. And yes, so some of these things will need a little bit of a check. They've been sitting here for a little bit of a time because I did masterboards quite a while ago. These are good. And then I cut things up and I was doing them, and then I started getting involved in doing so much more. So yes, so we will spot check and fix these things. Okay, let's do our tag. So this is not a tag topper. This is the tag cutter, and then we have this, which is my that cuts the slot. I seem to be liking the slot these days. So I think it might be time for a new one because, well, this is really hard. This is a cardboard. It's probably the backing of a pad of some sort, like a scrapbook paper pad or something like that. It's very hard. Where did that piece go? I don't know. And this one's a little thinner. It's probably the packaging of something, which is fine. Let's do this side. Okay, so, and then with this, I like this. This is a gold on black tissue paper, which I liked. And I said, let me try. So I was experimenting, making masterboards way in the beginning. This is also tissue paper. This is not what is it, napkin. Yeah, so I still play with, I want to play with some techniques with tissue paper and whatnot, and napkins in the near future. I've been seeing a lot of things and I've purchased some stuff, which, I mean, unnecessary after I saw another video and they were like, oh, we can use this. So I saw one person doing some waxing and they bought the little bead pellet, beeswax pellets, whatever, beeswax pellets. Oh my God. And sorry. And then I said, oh, I need to get that. I want to do that. But then, hello, you can just use any wax, which someone else was like, and I was like, brilliant. So yeah, so we shall see. We shall see. But that could be very messy. So I like that little shape there. So let's just punch those into the thing. I put this, I got this from Amazon. It's in my description. I am an associate now. I don't know what that means. I don't have a storefront, so, you know, do with that as you will. If you go through that link, supposedly I'll get a tiny little commission, I guess. Anyhow, so yeah, so this is but it's so smooth. I know a lot of us have the crocodile, but this is that other shape that I like. So, and it does have a circle with it. So this is not just a single one. This also has the circle. So it's a twofer, two different shapes for the price of one. Okay, and then, oh wow. So now I'm crooked. I'm not centered, rather. Let me go and add a little bit more to the sides. I made a little slide, a little wider. It looks better. Okay, let's move that out of here. Okay, so what shall we start with? I have no idea. I want to look at these feathers. I've had these feathers. I think I got them from Temu, I think, because they're in this bag. I love feathers, but I think what bothered me was the amount of white that was on the outside. But I can cut that away if I decide to use a couple of feathers. So let's see. What do we want to put feathers on? Let's see. Do we want to put feathers on this guy? This with the text? That might be interesting. Okay. There, let's do feathers on this. Do we want to have something that is very much in line? Or do I want to have something that's a little bit of a different color draw? So after I cut off the white, oh, purple. Gotta use that one. And green is that's my mother's favorite color. This is her tattoo in her honor. So yeah, so I like that. But that feels like it's automatically expected. Yes, my dears, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. So sniffly and also making up my own words. Lovely. Oh, let's use this one. Green is my favorite color. So let's do those with the feathers. So we use the feathers. We're going to put that to the side. Let's grab a scissor and cut out the feather. Let's see if I try these. Yes, so let's go, y'all. It's super thick in terms of cardstock. It's like cardboard almost. So it's really giving me some not resistance, yes, but like I feel like I can't wiggle like a piece of paper, but I'm getting the job done. And we will ink this as well. So besides the newspaper, we need to put another layer. So I need to see what can we put. I have some book pages on my side. I also have some music on my side over here. And we can pull something like that to kind of layer. I also have that little big book of ephemera pieces that look like the old documents That's from Temu. It's a little fat book. I'll bring it out in a minute. I forgot to grab that. Okay, so this is my purple one. I will ink it. Let's do the green one for me. So me and my mommy. Yes. Yes, at my house, we, small family, me, myself, my brother, my mom, and my dad. Both my parents are gone. My brother is still alive, and we don't live that close to each. We live close enough, but it's like out in Long Island, and he's back in Queens. And I said once I moved to the Long Island, people were not going to see me. If you're not sure, if you're not familiar, that's I'm talking about New York. So yeah, I don't go out to Queens except for work, and right now I'm dealing with some physical issues. So anyway, the crafting is trying to keep me sane. Yes, so we grew up, my brother and I are only a year apart, and we grew up in Bushwick. And we were both Taurus, and my mother was a Taurus, and so my father had no chance. No, my father was a Aquarius, I believe. Was he Aquarius? Yes, he was Aquarius. So yeah, so he yes, he was Aquarius, so he had to deal with three Taurus, which are notoriously stubborn, but we are fiercely loyal, probably to a fault. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So I don't know. This is, we're gonna see if we can make it work because I can't get in here, and I'm kind of making my own shape right now because I'm trying to. This paper, like I said, is very rigid. So, yeah. If I have to cut out anything else throughout the video, if I wind up finding sections where it's really, really seeming like it's long, here's my little book. I'll fast forward. So let's grab, I have walnuts in here. I was using it earlier on a different project. And we're gonna get rid of the white that's there. Hopefully that's gonna help the look of this. Can't get into that little crevice in there. So we will try. We will bend the feather to get it in there. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we got one, and then we got the other one. So I want to just layer a piece of paper that is different than this, right? Different tone, or anything like that. So we got the feather and we got that. So let's grab maybe, so this is the booklet I was talking about. It's got all these little wannabe looking, like it's ephemera, miniaturized, etc. So I could take a piece of this, a different tone and color, and add this as a layer. I need to look at how thick this sucker is. I have made a little dent in it, so we are going to continue to make dents in here. I want something that's more of a grayish tone. They have a bluish tone one. Yes, okay, we'll take one of those. Okay, and let's see if we can still find that gray one. I just saw a gray one in here. So normally, do I want to do that? No, because it has that red. Normally I'm not as picky when I'm doing like clusters and stuff. But taking my time right now. It's not a race. Sometimes I feel like making, no, I want something that has a little bit more. Where is it? I know I saw a grayish one. Is that it? I'll take this. I'm gonna go one more time. I know I saw, wait, is this it? No, it's probably the same one, right? No, it's the same one. Yeah, my decorating style is usually I just pull stuff, I make a bunch of piles, I pull stuff, I want one thing in each thing, I mass make like that, and then I go from there. And I kind of like roll with the, I'm gonna take this one, and just go with it from there. So yeah. So I'm going to put this one with this, but I'm going to, I don't like straight edges. I like the tear. I like the white part to show as well. I'm making it kind of small, but it is what it is. It's going to be tucked under the feather like this. And I'm going to have that like this, something like this. Okay. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll do them simultaneously. And yeah, so now once we do that, I think we do need some kind of a label or something. So I'm looking to see, maybe there's something, I don't know what we'll go with. Oh, I might have tickets over there, so I'll pull that in a minute. So we've got that commonality of, you know, this with that. I think I want it a little bit narrower. Okay. And yeah, I think what I need to sometimes think about is that mask making is not about being fast as well. But I'm concerned about making videos that are too long and people don't want to watch and hang around. But you know, I don't know. It's, you know, there's a dilemma there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hit the camera. Okay, let's see. I have tickets and labels. I have tickets here. Let's see here. I have stamps and coins. Let's see here. Let's take out one ticket. Let's take out the 4. That's purple. And let's put a green one here. So we're crossing over. I have stamps and coins. One more item. Let's see here. Let's see, what is this? I could put one of these there, and could put that there, and I'm like, that's good enough. I think that would be good enough. So let's ink up those items, and we're gonna have our, and we'll glue everything down, and we'll have our first 2 tags done. Okay, so you I'm saying, I don't want to overthink things, and I kind of feel like everyone's style is different, and so the way I process things doesn't really mean that it is less beautiful or less correct than anybody else, because I sit sometimes watching other channels, and I see that they struggle with picking out the items, and then it's something that I totally would not do, you know. But again, like I said, we are individuals, and the idea of a junk journal, I'm just getting rid of that white little spot that was there. The idea of a junk journal is, you know, putting a bunch of things together that maybe do not belong together. That's in my brain anyway. But yet when they come together, they can make something new and pretty. So that's how I'm gonna go. All right, so now that everything's, once I do this, is inked up, okay, we're going to be able to glue all of the pieces down, and that'll be the first 2 done. So where is my glue? Art glitter! Okay, so again, let's go here. We're going to put glue along the back of this. Right. So the mask making is for us to be able to have stuff in our stash that is going to be ready to go when we are creating journals. If you have a thematic journal, in my brain, again, this is me, and by all means, I am not an expert at this. I am new to this, but I'm all in. So I'm trying to learn and trying to better and try to understand the craft and understand my viewpoint in it. So to me, it's like you're making a journal that either has a theme, and then you need to really specialize your ephemera, or you are making something just completely hodgepodge and random in theme, and then anything goes. And so I don't know if you want to throw your 2 cents in terms of that. That would be cool. All right, into the mix. I would love to hear opinions. Okay. Ooh. All right. So we're gonna put that like this. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing. So yeah, they're looking very similar. And I guess normally, even though my other journal that I'm making for a challenge, I did a bunch of clusters very similar. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this cheesecloth, like coffee dyed it. Okay. And we're gonna just put a little bit on each one because it's looking a little too, whatever. Okay, so we'll put some here. 4, that's one of my numbers. Okay. And we'll put some here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put our coin over here. Okay, so the fabric is making it stick up a little bit, so you got to give it a little extra love and maybe another extra little squirt. I should probably be using Fabri-Tac because the cheesecloth is in the way, but that's okay. Now this one has an up and a down. I can't tell. To me, this way it looks like Cthulhu if you're into board games and mythos, but it's not. But I'm gonna put it that way and make myself laugh. Yeah, so let's get that there. Okay, and then the same thing, we're gonna hold it down and we will put toppers on it when we need to use them. I'm not gonna take time putting toppers on it today. Okay, so we got these two done. So they're cousins, right? 2 tags done, done and done. Okay, so now let's open up and grab 2 more. Where is my, you know what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for the thing. Don't you just hate that? Here it goes. Cause Art be asking for it, bro. He's like, what? So I didn't ink the edge of those because they're black, but since these guys are white, let's ink it up real quick. You know, I like generally a good dark inking, especially if this guy is kind of like on the white side. But I don't know, I'm having problems. Like I feel like my ink is never juicy enough, and I just did a refresher. I had it sitting upside down. I don't know. I'm not happy. You know, I'm about to start using other inks to just use them as blending, because why do they have to be Distress or Tim Holtz? I'm not hating on the man because he has beautiful stuff, but I'm just saying, you know, if I'm gonna have to fight with it, that's not a thing I want to be doing, you know. All right, so we've got this. Let's see if there's anything in here that we can kind of go with, right? So this is all also travel related. So let's see what we got in here. We got some big cards as well. Would you stick these big cards in to a pocket and just call it done? Because look how big they are, right? I mean, does it make sense to put it on a tag? I mean, they just feel like they just belong in a pocket by themselves. I'm gonna put these guys back inside. So let's see. Now, the thing is that the tones are very muted, so that's kind of like, we've got circles, we've got some shapes of cars and stuff. Okay, we've got some words. We got a tag. Can we do a tag on a tag? Why not, right? We got that color tag. We got this color tag. We got another hotel. Oh, we got a little stamp. Okay, so let's pick a few elements that go on here. This is too big. Okay, as well as this one. I think that's too big. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I know someone's out there like, yo, just go blow your nose. I should. So let's take out one thing that is very colorful. Okay. All right. Let's take out a ticket of some sort or another. Now, this, you want them to have different, to me, I want to have different directions. I'm not even looking too much at the color. I'm just looking at the directions of the two things that I'm pulling. And I'm trying to get them to be like opposites. So like, you know, that one is more horizontal, one is more portrait, one is more, what do you call it? What's the word? What's the word? Landscape. Let's put a piece of something, transportation, flying. So we got a train there. Do we want to put a car? Oh, we're going to put a bicycle. Let's put a bicycle here. Okay, and then we have some faux stamps. So let's see. Let's put a couple of faux stamps, and then we'll be calling it done. So one little cluster. So let's do one here, and one there. Let's do a long one. Do I have another long one? I'm looking at what they provided in this kit of things. Okay, let's see here. There's another long one, and do I want a third? No, I think that's gonna be good. Okay, so I also don't mind stuff being off the tags, so that's another thing. So I might do that as well, kind of on both of them. Just a little juxtaposition. Let's leave the train down here. It is touching the other piece and the bike is not. Does that bother me? Kind of bit. Should I let it? No, I should not let it bother me, but it kind of is, which is making me look like a hypocrite over here. Okay, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay, so let's get rid of the white at least, right? Want to get rid of the white at least. Okay. Okay, so I have this all inked up now, and I think I was looking as I was inking at this. I'm like putting a little piece of that, or maybe a little piece of this behind it. Maybe this one might be good. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Just a little piece on each one. All right, let's get this glued down. So I know that this has to glue. I don't know. I turned it over like it mattered. Just a couple spots to hold it temporarily, right? And then we're gonna glue this one down right away. Okay, now there's texture with that mesh, so that's gonna be you're gonna have to hold it a little longer and then add a little more glue under there. Okay, I'm not liking that that's not wanting to stay. It's bothering me. I will get some other adhesive in a minute. Okay, so we have this. Now I also noticed that I did it kind of lower than where I had initially said I was going to put it. So that's a thing. I'm making sure that I get it on the actual paper. Okay. So that means my bike is going to touch these other items, which is fine. It's fine. And yeah, see, that's better. Okay, let's just finish it off. You know what? Just because I have it out, I want to add a little sparkle underneath. Let's grab one of these guys. I don't even know what it says. I just took it. And let's just put that there. And then we're going to glue these other two on here, as we said. I just want to make sure that I'm putting them up legibly, like the right direction. Okay, and then now we have our little bicycle. So our bicycle is going to be on top. Do I mind that? No. Would I put it up here? No. We're just gonna put it on there. It's fine. Everything can overlap, and that's fine. We roll with it. Okay, so that's one done. Let's do the other guy on this side. And then we will have these cousins done. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna put it to hold it a little bit, which it's not really doing, honestly, it's not. And we're going to put a decent amount of glue on here. And then we're going to put this one like that to get it started, and then we're going to have to add more glue, specifically where I know that the paper is. Okay, let's get this one. So they're all going to help each other to survive on this tag over here. Okay, so then we're going to do that. Okay. Now, see, that one's staying nice and down. So we need to do the same thing here. I need to go back up in here and add more adhesive where the plastic meshing is not, so that it could actually catch paper to paper. Okay. Da, 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 da. And because of that thickness, we have to make sure we push into those grooves. One more little spot over here. Okay, there we go. No, you know what? Let's have that hold that down while I keep going, because we'll be here. Oh, let me grab a piece of brilliance, some sparkle, just to add a little something there. I don't even know what it says. But it's all travel themed, so that's kind of what this one is going. This one is about. Okay. So I'll put her there. Right, it is Poste Italian, so that's an imagery of an Italian postage, and this is a Postage International. And then we're going to put our train right there. Okay, let's see. Did it help? It helped a little bit. I'm going to have to redo the type of glue that's under there, but I'm going to move on to the next design. So let's just see. So these guys are kind of related. So we got 4 done. And we said we wanted to do 10. I don't know about that. Because time is ticking faster than I thought it was going to. Okay. Did I get all the little pieces? No. Okay. Alright. Let's do... We don't want to do another one of those. Let's do... I want to do these guys. Which I want to do with this. I have some mushrooms that they are washi, but I'm gonna need to put something else to back, like a little base for the mushrooms, so that they don't disappear into the floral tissue paper. And so maybe we'll take one of those little pages from that book from Timu. Where did I put that sucker? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So just a little bit of inking. See what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Alright, let's grab a couple from here. Something that has like this, that there's nothing on the bottom. So there's one. And let's grab a different one, because I know there was a different one in here that had an empty bottom. This one. Okay. Alright. So I hate when that happens, right? It's like, come on. But I'm going to rip it anyway, but still. Okay. I think this time I'm going to leave the corner not ripped. Okay. And then we're going to kind of try to ink a little bit there with what we have on this inker. Blender, whatever. Yeah, that didn't do much. Okay. We're gonna commit right away. We're gonna commit right away to have this and there. Okay. And then we're going to do this one right here. Okay. And let's grab a couple of mushrooms that we can put here. Oh, this is cute. I can do that. No, I want mushrooms. Where are the mushrooms? So I printed these on washi paper. It's a nice big one like that. And then let's see this big one here. On washi paper myself. So there's a digital from, oh, where was it from? I don't remember. I know that doesn't help you. That's not nice of me, but I don't remember. If I remember, it will be in the description. I might have to look it up after I edit the video, because I'm going to have to edit the video. I'm going to have to edit all the slow pieces out, the inking and whatnot. All right. This is it's questionable. It's questionable. Yeah. And then this guy's going to go here. Okay. It's a little too much tone on tone. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Let's see. I have some of these things. Do I want to put... No, because it's also on a washi, so it's just going to disappear. It's going to disappear. Let me add a little leaf over here. I feel like he's a little lonely. Over here. And we'll just put it up to the back. Alright. I feel like we still need something on there. Let's see. And I put one of these little ticket strips. Okay, something that has similar in tone. I mean, these are all floral. I don't just want to put one though. I don't want to cover that. Okay, you can go here. This one's alright. Let's find a different one. Something light. Something light. Something light and airy. Okay, no. Oh, you know what? I'll take this guy. I don't know why. He just called to me and said, me. I'm gonna put him right there. Okay, he looks a little crooked, cause he is. He's crooked. Let's see. Is this what I want? Is this good enough? This got to be glued down a little bit more. How about if I get another mushroom that's not transparent, it's translucent? Let's see, maybe that might help. So we have these guys, which don't know how much they're gonna help. They're kind of transparent too, but they have more color to them. No, I don't want to do that, and I don't want this white. So I think, what about this? Yeah, they're too different. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to call this done. It's not the screaming out. What else do I have? Do I have anything else? Right? I know. I feel like I want something else too, but I don't know what. What do I have here? No. Oh, I have numbers. Let's see if we can find a number. I know they're gonna be bright. Oh, they're not so bad. I could put something here. We could put a number there. Let's see. We could put a number over here. There. And I think it needs to go here too. Yeah. And we have another type of number, like a little circular number. Got that. Oh, we got, no, that's the same. How about this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put both of the numbers. Look at these. This is so, they flew out. Where did it go? Oh no, they're dripping, they're leaking, they're all over, they're flying all over the place. You know, you want to make an ephemera holder, but you gotta treat it nicely or the things fly out. All right, let's just do that. I feel like I'm going back to the ink so many times. Is it just me? Am I being ridiculous and obsessive about it? Okay, all right. So we've got that. So let's glue them on. Let's see. Let's do the. We put the 3 over here. And we put the 75. I'll tuck him nicely in there. Isn't that cute? He's holding him. And then the 5. And then we have the 31. And then we're done with this one. No, again, he looks weird. right, I'm good with that. So that's 6. We've done 6. Let me see how much time we have been doing this for. I can't tell. Can I see? Let's try to do one more. Let's do one more set. Okay. I think I want to do these. Okay, so we're going to put these back. I want to do these. I want to ink them up. A little ink on the edges. Alright. Let's see. This is a washi one. Let's put half and half because why not? If I can get this washi off of here. Okay, so this is 11, supposedly it's probably 11 centimeters. So we're gonna go down the center at 5.5. Okay, and we're going to go from here up this side, and we're going to go here. Okay. Yeah, that's not right. So 5.5 and this is 11. Something's not right. Anyway, it's okay. No worries. I think I'm gonna take this. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with these, and I'm gonna grab a section of them. I need a ruler to tear. Let's tear. Okay, so we're gonna tear those. Okay, we're going to put 2 of them here and 2 of them there. I know they're shiny, but that's okay. 2 there and 2 here. We'll save these for another day. Let's see here. What else? I'm looking to see what I have inside this little jug. Oh, I have this. This is like some kind of mulberry paper. Let's see if I have another piece in here. I might have to split that one and they have to share. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. So we're actually, you know what? This is, I don't know why that one feels so thick, but this is pretty big. So we'll split those 2. Okay. So I'm not going to ink because I wanted the white to show. So we're going to put this there. And maybe bring this up just a little bit. Okay. And do the same thing on this side. And then we're gonna put adhesive here. And we're going to glue this one down. Adhesive here. And glue this one down. Okay. Let's see what else. What else are we gonna add? What do I have here? I was flinging things all over the place. Now, no. What is this one? I have numbers already. What is this one? Labels and insects. Okay. All right, let's put one of these. Let's put one of these. Let's do this. And let's grab a black one over here. Okay. And then, do I have another little small one? No. A little tiny one. Yeah, no, but it says chocolate. That's not gonna work. Okay, well, just that's gonna be good like this. So let me get rid of these weird corners so it matches the shape of the label on the inside. Okay, and do the same thing here. It's a little thick. Okay. All right, then we're going to get rid of the white edge on this one. Okay, and some of that white edge over here. And then we're going to add the label here. And you'd be like, well, what are you labeling? Because there's nothing there. And I'm going to bring out our little friends over here. So we'll take these guys. Let's take one for each one. Let's see, what can we put? Oh, look at that. We're going to put one of those. And then we could put one of these. And there we go. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. All right. Let's get this guy off the sticker paper. I can't even get him off the table. I love that they're thin, but this is not what I'm feeling. Okay, so all right, there we go. We got one little guy, and then let's put. I have tarantulas, so this is right up my alley. There you go. Some bug ones. All right. I think we're close to an hour. I know I'm gonna edit some, but I don't know how much some is going to be. So do we attempt another pair? Let's see here. We had two more pairs we could have done. We had these two or those two. I lost one of those. Where you at? Oh no. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, here it goes. I'm like, wait, there it goes. So I don't know. The go-to is probably to just go and get some flowers and be like, bang, 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 you know, but do we want to do that? Not really. I got those tickets, which is cute. I got more bugs, which is also cute, but I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the easy peasy flower route on this because why not? Okay, so I want to be like, we got at least 10 done. All right, so I'm gonna grab my flower package. I'm gonna grab one of these. Okay, that's completed. Complete. Oh, it's falling apart. Oh no. Okay, not a bit. So this is fine. This is fine. I'll do that. And do that. No. That. Okay. All right. We're making all kinds of mess over here. Do you know that? Now I know that these are male, stuff, but I want to take one of the circular items here. Oh my God. No. Stop it. Okay, I'm going to put this whole strip down this way. And then we'll trim off the back. I could repunch the hole. That's not a thing. We're going to be good. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on this guy over here. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, same thing right here. Oh, it's a little crooked. Can I lift it? Oh, lucky. I didn't press it down too hard. It's still a little crooked. I think that's better. Oof. Okay, we're going to trim that off. Okay, and let's grab a flower or two. I like this to be like a difference, possibly. Or, let's see, do I have another one that's kind of on the smaller side? No, I want this guy here to be, okay. I think this is fitting a little better. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this. I think I like the little bit of black that's in there. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let's put that back. See if there's anything else I can layer in here. Oh no. I have a lot of like travel stuff. I don't know why. Okay, let's get this flower off. I think I wanted it with that up. Okay. And then this one, I'll do the same situation. And this one, I think I'm gonna layer down. Okay. All right, what do we think? I feel like we need a little something more, but I don't know what. I don't know, something little, but I don't know what. I don't have anything in here. I don't want to put any fibers. Do I want to put... Maybe I will put the little sparkle. Let me see. A little sparkle up there. Yeah, that's good. And this one up here. Okay, yeah. There we go. That is, what is it? 8, 9, 10, 12, 15. All right, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this one as well, because why not? Not gonna be a quitter over here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of these. This is the bags thing, and some of this. Let's see. And yeah, so this is a bag's handle. And if you just go like this, guess what? It's paper rolled up, and we get all this crinkle effect and all that good stuff. Let me get it started. Here it goes. Yeah, this is the smart thing to do when I'm trying to like not keep you here forever. Let me unroll the string of a bag. There we go, just to get some paper. Like, I don't got other paper everywhere else, right? Excuse me. Yeah, so you unroll it and you get a strip of paper and you can unroll it again. Well, actually, the other one that I did, it wasn't like that. It was the whole entire thing. But I think this actually has a core of something else because I see that little bit of white in there. So not all handles are made the same. Okay, here we go. Let's get this one open. Because it was much wider, the other one that I had. Oh, look, there's other colors of paper in here. See, that wasn't the case with the other thing that I did. Okay. All right. We're struggling, but it's okay. All right, we got enough. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna glue some textures down. We'll go from there. So we got this for some of this. Now this was part of antique or vintage curtain that started to disintegrate in the wash. I got it, I had to wash it, and then it started falling apart, so I stripped it out and I made these little strips, and then I coffee dyed them so that there would be a little bit of, yep, they still smell like coffee. So yeah, the coffee doesn't go away. Okay, put this one here. Okay, then we have these pieces of paper. So we're gonna flatten them out a little bit. Poquito. And then I'm going to do something like that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have some texture there. Still don't know what I'm putting in there, but that's okay. We're making stuff. That's all. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna cut that off right there, so we can have the same thing. Okay. All right, I have something else right over here. Let's see, how fast can I get to it? Not as fast as I would like. No, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I printed out some stuff on paper. On paper, meaning oh wow, I'm having a moment of disbelief. Is this it? Yeah. I printed out a bunch of stuff onto actual paper. So I printed out buttons, huge gigantic buttons. So I thought I would put something like that. And then I also printed out, they look like cards. So I thought I would put maybe something like that. Where is it? I got this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do something like that. Okay, we're going to wing it. We're gonna wing it. Oh, this guy's too big. Yeah, so we're going to do the unthinkable. We're going to cut this in half so that I could put a piece behind here. To stick there, and then a piece behind the other guy. Okay, I think I'm gonna fold it just to get some more texture and to make it not quite as big. And then we're going to put the circle there. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, and then this one, forgot to ink, so I guess we'll just ink the circle a little bit. Well, the button. So this one doesn't look like a button, but it's from the button set. Okay. Okay, and because they're still sitting here looking at me, I'm gonna take a little sparkle and put it. Ugh, it has a little piece on the end. I'm gonna cut that off. Okay, that right there. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing here. Gonna have this one fold that way. Also, one that's supposed to be a button doesn't look like a button. And we have another circle. Yes, we do. With some sparkle. Yes, we do. Just gonna put that on top of there. Okay, we're done. We're done. We made all the tags. If you're with me, thank you so much. If you're new and you hanged out this long, please consider subscribing and coming back in the future. Give me a like, comment. What do you think? What would you have done differently? Anything. Anything. If you've been a subscriber and you're here again, thank you so much for returning. So much appreciated. So let's just again go through, like we haven't spent enough time together, but I have this pair, then we have these two, so and then we have the little buggy ones, then we have the two travel ones, then we have the two botanical ones, and then we have the two black ones. So I think it's pretty much a good overall, I was gonna say haul, I mean I didn't buy them, but a good overall make, right? A mass make because we made a whole bunch, not because they're all the same, but I think it's still a mass make. But yeah, so hopefully, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. And if anything, please come back. I'm at a loss. Let me see. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Wow, this took me forever. Anyway, until next time. Ciao, ciao. Bye.